Ah!
Hello and welcome to a London Fashion Week mini episode of The Sleeve. There's no place better for people watching and style spotting than Somerset House. During Fashion Week it's always a buzz of fashionistas, bloggers, celebrities and media, and you can guarantee a substantial amount of out there ensembles. So that's why last February, ahead of PPQ's Autumn-Winter 2013 show, I chatted to just some of the attendees to find out how music influences their style. But you just told me you're a singer, so what musicians from the past or from current times inspire how you look and how you dress?
Well, I sing like jazz and neo soul, so I'm pretty much into like the Ella Fitzgerald and like the Dinah Washington, so I'm pretty for their like elegant, laid back, kind of, mature looks.
My wardrobe's pretty varied. If you looked at my iTunes, you'd see like a different girl each day kind of thing, so I kind of go like that. Varies different, depends what my mood is.
To be honest, it varies. I definitely put something on in the morning that will inspire me that specific day. This morning it was a song called Open Your Eyes, and that's what we dressed to this morning.
I've got a lot of different like punk influences, I've got like witch house influences and more kind of like dark wave, cold wave stuff.
How much does music inform your style, do you think?
Wow, I think in a good way music does inform your style, because I mean like things like edge and quirkiness were sort of informed by rock and roll and whatnot, so I think music in a sense sort of informs my style.
A lot of London stuff going on at the moment. My favourite band at the moment is Ulterior. They're a London kind of dark wave band and they're really good.
I like leather because when I was a child I used to see rock stars wearing leather on TV, so I think music in a way, maybe not totally, but it definitely has its own influence on style.
What current artists do you think fit into that bracket? Are there any ones, or is it mainly retro stars that appeal?
Well, because I sing jazz, I don't think there's that many like in that market. I mean, there is, like, if you think of the Corinne Bailey Rays, I mean, I love her, and then you've kind of got the Jill Scotts, like the neo soul. So I think probably like them, they're like kind of the only ones that are filling the spot at the moment.
It changes every day. It depends. Like sometimes it's really colourful and that's more like punk, more fun kind of music you want to rock out to.
It's generally rock and roll then that inspires you, or are there other genres as well?
I think more so rock and roll than any other thing. Maybe rock and roll and then a bit of indie, but yeah, those two, but more so rock and roll I like.
Do you think there are any kind of style icons in music today that are going to create movements like people in the past have, like the mods and the
Yeah,
punks?
I mean, like fashion is massively linked with, especially kind of underground kind of fashion movements and stuff are always linked in with music. I think like especially in East London and that kind of thing where I'm from, like last year it was the whole kind of dark wave, like witch house, drag, all that kind of stuff came in, and then everyone started getting really, really dark, and that was a really, really interesting movement, but it died out just as quickly.
Who's your style icon from rock then? Who is the icon?
Oh my god, I think, that's a really hard question to think about. I think someone who has rock and roll style, I mean, not say he sings rock and roll, but I think someone I like was Mick Jagger. His style is very edgy and, he was very fashion forward, I would say. Yeah, definitely.
Got some killer moves as well.
Yeah, definitely. In his leather trousers, for sure, yeah.
And what's your favourite video in terms of styling?
Oh, well, I think that'd have to be one of Chanel's. I know that's probably not the answer you're looking for, but I think Karl Lagerfeld is just incredible, and I idolise everything he does.
Yeah,
So you wanted to attract attention and make an impact with your look today?
trying to.
It's working.
I guess this is the point of this week, isn't it? To try and attract attention, but still stick to your own style, I think.
But I come from the past, I will say Mick Jagger. I will say Mick Jagger. Yeah, how cool.
Who do you look at out of music though and think they look amazing or they know how to do it?
Do you know what, Beyonce?
This year's, or even just last year, has been the year I've noticed so much more that the brands that I'm interested in are the brands that people are wearing in music, more like KTZ and stuff like that. You see it popping up all the time now, which it was kind of more an unknown brand, and now everyone's wearing it. It's this stylist fashion staple at the moment, which is really, really interesting. It's really good.
What men look good, for instance? Who's stylish out of the male musicians?
Oh, Adam Levine.
Yes.
Do you You just fancy him? Is it his style? Or do you just think he's hot?
It's definitely his style. Even his music videos, what he wears in his music videos.
Now, referring to your hair, everyone seems to be dyeing their hair different colours now because of Bleach London and everything. Who inspired you to first do something with your hair?
Chloe Irgrad, who's here. She's the hair colour model at the moment, and she's amazing. She's killing it, which is awesome. So I have naturally black hair. So yeah, so I bleach the eyebrows, bleach everything. You just got to keep going with what's going on.